91-year-old woman's home. Well, actually, they are rebuilding it. Tonight, Bill Spencer breaks the news on what is happening to Texana Hollis's once foreclosed home.
You guys making noise.
Yes, indeed. Last September, 101-year-old Texana Hollis was forced out of her home after her son failed to pay those taxes.
A lot of people are concerned about this. Tonight, Bill Spencer and the Call for Action team have the good news on what's happening right now that is going to change Texana's life forever. And Bill joins us right now with exclusive details on this story.
That's right, Stephen and Carolyn. The last 7 months, have been horrendous for Texana Hollis of Detroit. First, her home was foreclosed upon. Then HUD promised to give it back to her and rehabilitate it. Then HUD went back on that promise completely, saying the house was just too far gone and was unlivable. 4 weeks ago, I stood here and I told you the Call for Action team would be working with one of Detroit's most famous authors and the Detroit Rescue Mission to put Texana back in her house. And tonight I can tell you exactly how we're doing it.
She don't get sick and,
This was teary-eyed 101-year-old Texana Hollis 7 months ago, right after she was kicked out of her Carbondale Street home in Detroit, the home she and her husband had lived in for almost 60 years. The house that Texana paid for and owned free and clear was foreclosed upon last September after her son failed to pay the property taxes. To make matters worse, all of Texana's cherished belongings were tossed into the street and thrown into huge dumpsters. But tonight, Texana's heartbreaking story is taking a 180-degree turn for the better. Tonight, world-renowned author and newspaper columnist Mitch Albom has purchased Texana's home from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. And now, Mitch Albom's charity, Say Detroit, the Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries, and the Call for Action team are all working together to completely rehabilitate Texana's aging home and make it just like brand new again. What will it be like when you're done?
it will be like a nice brand new house. You buy in it and you move into it because it's going to be a new kitchen and a new bathroom, a new drywall, and new paint.
Also donating their time free of charge, a team of construction workers from Tamer Construction in Detroit. The transformation of Texana's home will take weeks and will involve tearing out many of the walls, replacing some of the ceilings, and installing all new carpeting throughout. When the job is done, Mitch Albom will hand the keys to the house to Texana personally. It will be hers once and for all time. So what does Texana think about all this? I spoke directly to Mitch Albom just a short time ago, and he told me, quote, "When I gave Texana the news that we were giving her house back to her, she was crying like a baby. I've never seen a 101-year-old woman so grateful. She was thanking me and praising God like crazy." Yeah, this story is all good news at this point. Been a lot of bad news in the past, but now it's going to be all good. Coming up next Wednesday, I want you to watch this broadcast, the 5 o'clock Channel 7 News, because at that point, we're going to show you Texana. We're going to tell you a lot more about this big project. It's going to take a lot of money and a lot of hard work to fix that house because it is pretty torn up. But we're going to make it just like new for Texana. Again, next Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Make sure you're right here with us.
Yeah, you deserve a big round of applause. Wow. Great job. All right, thank you.